Hello. It's incredibly windy. Anyway, this is my new beard. Does it suit? So, alright then, I'll get rid of it for you. Do you find it offensive? I just walked around the site like this. Why not? Okay, this video I was going to just talk about acceptance, just about being yourself and accepting yourself, you know. How's that? Better? Getting long, isn't it? The beard. Yeah, that's nice. It's on the back of a couple of things I've seen recently, both of them on Facebook. One of them was a suggested post. You know, you get these like adverts, suggested posts, and it says, find your cure for boredness or something. And I thought I'd just read on, you know, I just ignore them, but I thought I'd read on. And it said, if you're suffering from baldness, well, I don't suffer. If a hair falls out of my head, promise I won't scream in agony. I don't know whether that makes me brave. So I don't suffer baldness. And it says, you know, lots of men are dealing with the problem of being bald. Problem? I had years and years ago, I had long hair, and it started to fall out. I noticed that when I was having a shower there was more hair in the little water thing, outlet thing, than on my head. No, there was always a few hairs in there, and it got more and more, and I thought, I'm going bald. And I said to somebody, have a little look, and they had a look, and they said, yeah, thinning on top. I said, I'll just shave it off then. And they said, are you sure? Yeah, because it was long hair. And I said, oh yeah, get rid of it. They got rid of it. End of problem. End of suffering. And I used less shampoo and conditioner and things like that. And I never ever went to a barber again. A friend of mine just had his hair cut, 13 quid, he said. £13. Now if you've got to go, say once a fortnight, 26 quid a month to have your hair cut. And I never knew that. Anyway, from about the age of 20 something, I was just, you know, I've always cut my own hair. Sometimes I trim it down with electric clippers, and when I can be asked, I shave it off as well, you know. So I've got a totally bald head, smooth as a baby's bum. I like it like that, but it grows back so quickly. I've always had some sort of form of facial hair though, always. This has grown actually quite a lot. I was just thinking about it. Do you remember, not so long ago, I trimmed it all down. I had a goatee, and it's all just grown, you know. And that's why I don't bother shaving. The more you shave, the more it grows. Why bother, you know, just leave it. You're a man after all. So about accepting yourself. So that was the baldness part of it. And there was another one about a woman, she had a grey hair, and went to pick her child up from school, and she thinks that about 4 people said, my God, Julie, look, you've got a grey hair. You know, she's 35 or whatever she is, you know. And she was really concerned about it, and she was on there saying, if I pull it out, will more grey hair grow? Because that's what I've been told. Can I just dye a single hair? If I dye the whole hair, you know, it goes on and on and on, you know. Now, the way I look at things is to accept yourself is easier, it must be, than to create this fake thing around yourself of the fake sort of person that you'd like to perhaps try to be, and then keep that fake persona going. Just accept yourself, you know. If you've got a few grey hairs, if you've got a few lines, laughter lines, whatever, okay, they should act as a reminder that, number one, you've got a life, that you've lived a life, that you've been through things, that you are living, that you are emerging into this older, perhaps wiser, more sensible person. And it should act as a reminder that you've still got a life, and you're still going to be able to live a life. Many people have died, haven't they, in your lifetime, my lifetime, whatever. I was on YouTube just listening to some old music, and it kind of took me back to the 70s really, and I looked at it, and when you see that the glam rock stars have died, you know, David Bowie and Brian Connolly, Les Gray from Mud, you know, whoever, there's a lot of people, isn't there, that have died that we grew up with. If you know, I mean, I didn't grow up with these people, but I grew up listening, so they were part of my kind of formative years when I was perhaps between 10 and 17. You know, so they've all gone, but there's a lot of other people as well. I remember the first death in my village of a young man, 15-year-old boy actually, which was quite shocking. Very shocking actually. I would have been 9, 10, 11, something like that. Very, very shocking. I still remember it now. You know, so the fact that we've got a life, we should be celebrating that. The fact that we've got a few grey hairs or a few wrinkles, who the bloody hell cares? Who cares? Accept yourself, be yourself, you know. You got a lot of these fake people hanging around the place a bit. You know, I remember Judas Priest, I remember Rob Halford, when he had reasonably long hair and what have you, and he started to look a bit stupid because he started going bald, and he shaved it off. Nobody stopped buying his music. Nobody. You know, when he came out as being gay, nobody stopped buying his music. Why would they? You know, if you like somebody for whatever you like them for, that thing remains the same, you know, so it doesn't matter. But then you look at other people. Now, somebody that I admire in the music business, oh, go on, I'll be honest, it's Gary Newman, right? I used to like Gary Newman years ago when he was sort of Tubeway Army and his first 1 or 2 singles. Then I went off him. I saw him live in concert actually a number of years ago. Then what happened was about 3 or 4 years ago now, maybe 3 years ago, a friend of mine went to see him in concert, and I kind of forgot all about Gary Newman, and she said he was absolutely amazing, brilliant, you know, well worth a watch and what have you. So I watched a couple of his newer live concerts, and I thought he was brilliant. So I listened to a couple of albums. I ended up downloading a few albums and stuff like that, and I really like Gary Newman, but he wears this ridiculous wig, okay, and sometimes it's not on right, and sometimes it is, and I think, you know, he's living this false life kind of thing, you know. I know it's part of his persona perhaps now, I don't know how he feels about it, or perhaps he's just, he believes that hair is his own hair. Perhaps his children have never seen him, you know, when he takes it off. Perhaps his children don't see him or whatever, I don't know. I don't understand why people have to be like that, you know. The man is 50, he's got this beautiful jet black hair, you know, and it's a shame. It's a bit like Lemmy really, you know, doing his beard and what have you, jet black. And Tom Jones just stopped all that now, and he looks much better. He's just accepted, he's bald, he's a bit fat, he's a bit grey, he's a bit 70 or whatever he is. Good on him, you know. No problem, just accept yourself, be yourself. It's easier to be yourself than it is to be this fake persona, as I've just said. It really is, you know. And on the back of that, you know, we're not going to get out of this life alive, are we? That is guaranteed. So the bad advice is, eat that chocolate cake. Yeah, eat it. Lay in the sunshine. Drink tap water. Or carcinogenic water out of a plastic bottle. Your choice. You know, do whatever you want to do, because we're all heading the same way. Have a blast, have a laugh, do it, you know. I know a couple of my friends are vegetarians, and apparently being a vegetarian is now wrong. You have to be a vegan instead, and they're both overweight. So that can't be very good for them. You know, not that every vegetarian or vegan is overweight, but my 2 friends, two female friends, are overweight. So I think, eat what you want, drink what you want, live how you want to live. I'm going to have a fag in a minute. Oh, you shouldn't do that. Oh, I'm drinking Slurpee. Oh, you shouldn't do that. I had a slice of cake last night. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Yes, I should. You know, I've got 3 or 4 little medical ailments that drag my mood down sometimes. When I have a fag, when I have a Slurpee, when I have a chocolate cake or whatever, I feel better. It just makes me feel better. I'm never going to be running a marathon. I don't want to live a great long life either. I don't want to live till I'm 200 years old, you know. So when it happens, and I will live life on my terms, my way, you know. So what if I eat a takeaway? So what if I lay in the sunshine? So what if I drink Slurpee? You know, that's how life should be. But again, that's accepting yourself. I accept all those things, you know. And if you're a bit overweight, big deal. I've got another friend who's worried about her weight. Oh, I must have known her 25 years, maybe even more, maybe even 30 years. And she worries about her weight. Every New Year's resolution is, I'm going to lose weight. She never does, never will, but she worries all year long about it, you know. Now, if she accepted, okay, I'm a bit fat, she'd probably enjoy her life a bit more, you know, because there's nothing wrong with her. She's a happy woman. She's an interesting woman, actually. She's got a lot going on, all the rest of it. And she's overweight, big deal, you know. Yeah, she could change it if she wants to, if she really wanted to, but she doesn't, because it's been nearly 30 years that I've known her. Just accept it. Not only that, but embrace it, you know. I've kind of embraced my baldness, you know, or the fact that I'm getting older. I'm not bothered, you know. If somebody says, oh, my face is old, my eyes look tired, I've got wrinkles, I'm bald, oh, my beard, oh, I should be dyeing my beard. You know, live your life. Accept who you are. Don't be a fake representation of something that perhaps you once were, or something that you're kind of trying to adhere to within the press, you know, and these bloody skinny little models and stuff like that. No man fancies a twiglet. No man. You know, accept it. Be yourself. Embrace your life, really. Okay, take care then, and be well.